The heart is deceitful and above all things desperately wicked. Who can know it? Looky-loo is currently streaming on Tubi. It was directed by Jason Zink, who also plays Looky-loo. And who is Looky-loo? I'll tell you in just a second after I tell you who wrote Looky-loo. Nolan Mihail, not Nail. That's a deep cut for Dragon Ball Z Abridged fans, otherwise you have no idea why I said things like that. So basically, Looky-loo is a man that is trying to just make his own film. He's doing this through found footage style. He basically films people on the street, in their house. He figures out their routines. He even makes copies of their keys, and he stalks women. That's pretty much it right there. That is the concept of this movie. He is trying to just, do this stuff and not really do anything except just, not interfere with their lives or anything. Just observe them. Don't worry. It's totally fine. If you believe that, you have never seen a found footage horror movie. And that's really all I can get into without getting into any spoilers. I will say that while I appreciate the minimalist concept, that's all this movie is a concept. It is 79 minutes, and while it is inoffensive, and I don't think it's mean-spirited, it also has a little material and is stretched the fuck out. If you felt inclined, you really could just zone out on a lot of this movie and not miss shit. I don't think it's badly shot. I actually think it's pretty well shot, all things considered. And the idea of people just going around doing this and you not knowing if somebody's watching you or somebody's banging your house or whatever could be creepy. It just wasn't really, amplified by this movie. It is what it is. It's not all bad, but it ends up being really boring, and therefore, with, my way of thinking when it comes to horror movies, bad is one thing, boring is an entirely different category. I'm going to get into spoilers, 3, 2, 1, and spoilers. So really not a lot to spoil in this. We just have a lot of voyeurism for a while. There's one point where he films a hopscotch thing that is totally uneven. Damn kids and their uneven hopscotch. Learn how to frickin' draw and stay within the lines on a sidewalk that's uneven and cracking. And really, these kids should not be playing out there. Play inside where you're not playing near traffic. So he peeps at the Cloverfield. Not the Cloverfield monster, as hilarious as that would have been. He has video equipment in a basement, a mannequin that he gradually dresses up, like stealing clothing from a woman's house, and also a blonde wig and stuff like that, and he is just trying to make it the story of an artist, and then he just types like, he doesn't know what to call it, but he is Looky-loo. And then he goes into a house and sees a Bible verse. That is what I quoted right there at the beginning. And he goes through drawers to get some of their drawers and sniff their stuff. Really creepy stuff. Or at least that was the intention. And making keys, putting them in places where you can just get into this house. And people not noticing that these keys are around is a little bit weird. But then again, we get in our routine, we don't think that this stuff could happen to us. And there's a woman named Kelly Lou who ends up basically getting killed. Eventually, kinda. I don't know why she slept in a shirt and thigh-high socks. I don't think that craze is really going to catch on. But yeah, he smothers her like 28 minutes in. Mind you, this is a 79-minute movie, and the first kill that we get is like 28 minutes in. And that's okay if you have tension that you're building. This movie doesn't. And he has been stalking other women, and there's even one point where this one woman has a really unwieldy wooden fan. I don't know who designed that, and I don't know who thought that was a good idea, but man, that thing, if that fan gets out of control, that is going to kill somebody. And I thought about that being scarier than really anything in this movie. But he grabs a butcher's knife. He's going to take care of her, but nope. He doesn't end up doing anything about it. He also finds a wanted poster about a stalker and somebody in a mask and stuff like that and puts devil horns on it because he's mocking the fact. The police are aware somebody's doing this stuff, but they're not really able to do anything. So, yeah, he doesn't kill the woman. He puts down the blade. He does eventually kill her. But honestly, a few of these victims really started to blend together. Like, really, after he smothers the girl with the pillow, there really isn't all that much to go into. He does go to the knife house. He makes another sandwich. And he ends up basically killing this girl. Where, yeah, he kills this girl like by stabbing her, but the thing is you don't see where he actually stabbed her. You just see blood smeared on the floor and then blood smeared on her body. But whatever, it's a low budget, it's fine. And he ends up stalking this one woman and killing her with a straight razor in her kitchen. And I thought this woman had a husband. Maybe she was asleep. I don't know. Some of this stuff is laying together. The devil's not really in the details. It's just in trying to get through this found footage movie, which, again, is not nearly as bad as other stuff I've seen. At least it's decently shot. And it's minimalist on the dialogue. I think there are maybe 20 pieces of dialogue in this. I don't even know if it's that much. Might even be 10. He got caught by one guy stalking somebody. Hey, what are you doing at my house? Get the fuck away from my house. Whatever it was. And then, boom, he's kidnapped another woman or trapped her on a chair. He's filming her. Saran wraps her face and kills her. And he even makes a cup of coffee. And she was a cat mom. The cat's fine, I assume. If anything did happen to the cat, oh boy, I would have been pissed. Because I'm an animal person. Sorry. And then the mannequin's sitting at the chair and has a blonde wig and all this stuff, and he practices by putting a bag on her head. And then he basically gets this one woman trapped, is filming her, puts a bag over her head, and then the husband attacks. So she's seemingly, fucked, and he basically manages to hurt Looky-loo, but not kill him. And then he gets away and stuff like that. And then it smash cuts to him going to Kentucky. Because that's what we need, we need Looky-loo too. Electric Kentucky Hillbilly Boogaloo. Sorry if anybody from Kentucky is watching this. I respect Kentucky, but I had to say it. That's it. That is really it for Looky-loo. I didn't hate the concept. Execution was meh. And he also sees a woman right at the end of that and utters one bit of dialogue. I'm going to make you a star. So he's doing this to continue his vision. Yeah, that's it. That's it for Looky-loo. I mean, fine for what it was, but honestly boring. Very boring. I give it an F. Sorry. Put up a letterbox review. I'm not saying the guy's a terrible filmmaker. I don't necessarily know if writing was necessary. You could have just jotted a few ideas down. You could have just said based on idea by, because really, there's not much of a script here. And if you look at the cast, pretty much everybody plays themselves. They have their own names, because I guess we're just trying to make this a serial killer thing. Or maybe these women are actually dead, and it's all going to be a snuff film put in court later. So yeah, sorry, F. Agree, disagree with what I said, like, share, subscribe, Twitter, Letterboxd, Blue Sky handles in the description. I'm John Ritland. Until we peep on people again, don't do that. It's against the law, kids. Happy trails to you.